Let's be real for a second. You've been staring at the screen for hours, right? Maybe even days. Every single tick, every candle feels like the most important thing in the world. Waking up at 3 a.m. just to check the Asian session? Yeah. Glued to your phone during dinner with family? You tell yourself this is just what it takes. This is dedication. But what if? What if it's not? And this right here, this is the heart of the problem. We wear dedication like a badge of honor, but there's a razor-thin line between being committed and just running on empty. And you know the crazy part is, the person most likely to burn out is usually the one who cares the most. So today, let's figure out which side of that line you're really on.
So let's actually put a name to this thing, trading burnout. And this isn't just about feeling a little tired. No, it's a state of deep exhaustion that hits you on every single level, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And what's really important to get is that this isn't some kind of personal failure. It's a real condition that comes from the unique pressure cooker that is the market.
So how do you know if you're actually there? We're about to walk through 8 crystal clear warning signs. I want you to think of this as a checklist, okay? And as we go through them, be really honest with yourself. First up, decision fatigue. You know this feeling. It's when every single choice feels heavy, like you're trying to run through mud. You see a perfect setup when you'd normally take in a heartbeat and you just freeze. Or you do the complete opposite and just start clicking buttons, entering random trades because you're honestly too exhausted to think straight. Number 2, and this one can feel really weird, is emotional detachment. That spark, that excitement you used to have, it's gone. A winning trade doesn't even bring you joy anymore. It's just a hollow sense of relief that you didn't lose. The passion is just gone, replaced by either a dull, robotic routine or this constant humming anxiety with every tick of the chart. Third is the dreaded revenge trading loop. You take a loss, and instead of taking a breath, your brain screams, "Get it back!" You dive right back in, your rules go out the window, your position size gets bigger, and all you're doing is digging a deeper and deeper hole. Okay, listen up, because your body always keeps the score. Sign number 4 is the physical stuff. We're talking about those tension headaches that just won't quit, that constant eye strain from the screens, your sleep quality is just garbage, maybe your appetite is all over the place. Your body is practically screaming for a break, even if your mind is trying to ignore it. Fifth sign, screen time obsession. You literally cannot step away. You're checking your positions in the bathroom, in the middle of a conversation, first thing when your eyes open in the morning. The very idea of closing your platform for a couple of hours fills you with actual dread. The screen isn't a tool anymore, it's a compulsion. And where does all this lead? Well, it shows up in your results. Sign number 6, declining performance. Your win rate starts to dip. You're making these sloppy, uncharacteristic mistakes you haven't made in ages. Your account balance is the ultimate truth teller, and right now, it's telling you something is seriously wrong. Number 7, social withdrawal. You start canceling plans so you can watch the charts. Your friends start to notice you're distant, maybe a little irritable. See, trading is no longer part of your life, it is your life, and it's pushing everyone else away. And finally, the 8th sign, a complete loss of perspective. Every little drawdown feels like an absolute catastrophe. A single losing trade has the power to completely ruin your entire day. You've totally lost the ability to see the big picture, and every little wiggle in the market feels like a personal attack. Okay, so those are the red flags. But why does this happen? Why is trading such a perfect breeding ground for burnout? Well, it all comes down to the very unique pressures of the job itself. Think about it like this. In most jobs, you can kind of have an off day, right? You can coast a little. The consequences of a tiny mistake might not even show up for weeks. But in trading? Oh no. Every single decision demands your full attention, and the feedback, good or bad, is instant and it's in dollars and cents. There is no coasting. It is a relentless mental marathon with no finish line. And if you ignore all those signs we just talked about, and you just keep running that marathon while you're exhausted, this is the result. This is the end game. The ultimate cost of burnout isn't just a bad week of trading. It's a blown account. An exhausted mind makes catastrophic decisions. Over-leveraging, moving your stop loss, just lighting your entire strategy on fire in one moment of pure frustration. It can wipe out months or even years of your hard work in a single afternoon. And please, remember this, the cost isn't just about the money. It is so much bigger than that. No amount of profit is worth your relationships, your physical health, or your sanity. The numbers in your account mean absolutely nothing if the rest of your life is falling apart. All right, if any of this is resonating with you, if you're nodding along, the big question is, what do you do about it right now? We're shifting from diagnosis to prescription. These are your first, most critical steps to get back on track. I need you to listen to me very carefully. This is the single most important action you can possibly take. Stop trading now. Not after this one last trade, not when you get back to break even for the day. I mean right now. Close the platform, get up and walk away. The market will be here tomorrow, but your capital and your sanity might not be if you don't.
Here is your immediate action plan, your 4-step recovery protocol. Step 1, disconnect. I mean completely. Log out of your platforms, delete the apps from your phone, create a real barrier for at least 48 hours. Step 2, engage. Go for a run, read a book, call a friend you haven't talked to in a while, do anything that isn't looking at a chart. Step 3, recover. Sleep, eat a real meal, and only then, after a few days of this, can you move to step 4, reflect. Look at your trading journal with fresh eyes, without judgment, and see the patterns that got you to this point.
Now, taking a break, that's the cure. But prevention, that's how you build a sustainable career. So let's talk about how to structure your trading life so that burnout doesn't just become this recurring nightmare. And this is not about some vague goals. This is about building a rigid structure, a fortress against burnout. On a daily basis, you need to set hard start and end times for your trading day, and you have to stick to them. Weekly, you must, and I mean must, schedule one full day with 0 charts, no quick peeks. And quarterly, you need to take a full week, 7 days, completely away from the markets. These are not suggestions. They are non-negotiable rules if you want to last in this game. Ultimately, it all comes down to this simple truth. Your identity has to be bigger than your P&L statement. Hobbies, relationships, your health. These things are not distractions from trading. They are the very things that give you the balance and the perspective you need to be a successful trader for the long haul. Trading is what you do, it's not who you are.
Let this one sink in, because it's everything. Burnout comes from confusing intensity with productivity. The market doesn't reward the person who grinds for 12 hours straight in a mental fog. It rewards the trader who shows up for 4 focused, sharp hours, day after day, with a clear and rested mind. Consistency will always beat unsustainable intensity.
So we'll end with this. Sometimes the absolute best trade you can make has nothing to do with an entry or an exit. It's the decision to close the laptop and take care of your single most important asset, you. So I'll ask you, what's the one move you're going to make today? Not on a chart, but for yourself.